All right, folks, we are finally getting down to your last paper for Bethel University's dual enrollment English 101 course. And sorry, we are going to look at units 13, 14, and 15 because they really all go together and they have to do with working on your final paper. So let's pop over to unit 13 and look at your discussion. We have two discussions this week. Because one of them is just listing 3 topics that interest you. I really wanted you to be able to write your final paper on something that interests you. So as you're choosing, make sure you choose something pretty specific. If you just put animals, you're not going to be able to write a paper that's 2 pages long about animals. That's just too broad. So pick something much, much, much more specific. And the first thing you're going to do is choose 3 topics and you're going to put those in this discussion. I'm going to check back at this discussion a lot over the next 2 days so I can see what those 3 topics are that you have listed. And I'm going to tell you which one would be the best one for you to write about, and that will be your topic. So when I respond to you and let you know which of those is best, then you can do this discussion, posting 2 to 3 sources for your topic. Okay? So let's see. Let's pop over to the complete section. Actually, let's look at this one real quick, posting 2 to 3 sources. So you are going to find, post, and correctly format 2 to 3 sources for your final paper. That means they've got to be correctly formatted in MLA style, the way that they would look on your works cited page. That just is a step that we get out of the way before you're writing your paper, because it's no fun to try to format those, at 10 or 11 at night on the night that it's due. So we do that first. It just really helps everybody. So if you're not really sure what I mean by format those, go back and look at our discussion posts that we've had. Every discussion post this year has been to help you learn one of the elements of writing your research paper in MLA style. And you can also go to this really great website, which I've led you to a few times, Al Purdue, and that will take you to the MLA Works Cited page. And if you go to if you will just put in MLA Works Cited electronic sources, Al Purdue, if you'll just Google that, it'll take you here, which will tell you all the information that you need to put in a source, and then it sort of shows you everything that goes in there, and then it gives you some examples on how to cite things that you find online. But like we said, the wonderful thing about doing it in TEL or finding something in the Tennessee Electronic Library is that it's cited for you and you can just copy and paste it in your paper. And oh, that really helps you if you're just now learning to do MLA research papers, okay? So let's pop over to our complete section. For your complete section, you are going to write an introduction. Go ahead and write an introduction for your paper. It will change. It should change. It will absolutely change. My main purpose of you writing this introduction is so that you can show me that you know how to double space your paper and that you know how to indent your paragraphs. And let me go ahead and tell you, the tab button on your keyboard will indent the perfect amount of space for your research paper. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and click on this view. All right. So I am going to post this video right here. That's why it says video to be posted 11/2. So there will be a link here. For your discussion, it tells you what you're doing for your discussions. You've got to do your discussions first this week. You have to do them first. You can't write your introduction on any topic you want. You have to tell me 3 topics and I will pick one for you to write about. Okay, and I may even help you narrow it down. So you've got to do your discussions before you can do your complete this week. Okay, and this here in bold tells exactly what you need to put in your complete. For Unit 13 complete, go ahead and write your working thesis, including a hook, some background information, and a thesis statement, and that should say working introduction. I need to go back and change that. All of this information will change and should change. You will post this in the Dropbox. That way I can make sure you're formatting everything correctly. Some people forgot to double space, or they spaced too much between paragraphs, or they forgot to indent. So I want you to go ahead and post just your introduction and your MLA heading, which I also need to add to these instructions, so that we can make sure you're doing that correctly, okay? Now, if you don't know how to set up your research paper, I made you a video for that. If you forgot how to use TEL, I made you a video for that. If you're unsure of how to do a word count, I made you a video for that. And if you're still struggling with parenthetical citations, which a few of you are, I did include that link to the video, even though we did that earlier in the year. Okay. All right. And that is down here where you'll post all that is in the Dropbox. So save it as a file and post it in the Dropbox. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. Again, what you want to start with this week is picking those 3 topics that interest you, so I can get back to you ASAP and let you know which one is going to be best to write on, and then finding those sources for your topic. And again, if you find a source on the Tennessee Electronic Library, it's already cited for you, which is just awesome. And here's one more bit of information. Do not use Wikipedia, dictionary.com, encyclopediabritannica.com. Those are just too general of websites. Don't use GradeSaver, don't use essay websites. Those are not websites that you use as sources for college. You need primary sources who are written by the people who are posting them. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to get back to you. Thank you.